All right, it's Ron Goodall, FightHype.com. I'm here with Robert Garcia. How's it going, man?
Doing great, man. Thanks for having me.
You know, you're here supporting your fighter and training Javier Martinez, getting ready to fight Troy Isley. Big fight, you know, in the boxing world. Two guys who have history in the past. What do you think about the fight matchup?
You know what? That's what boxing's about. You know, these guys are willing to take that chance, that risk. They're both in the same position where the winner knows that goes to the next level, might even fight for the world title next. You know, we never know. And the loser's gonna have to go back to the drawing board and start all over again. You know, it's one of those fights. You know, they've both been doing good. They both come off the amateurs with a great amateur background. They fight each other in the amateurs. Now their career has been going slowly, little by little, through top rank. Now it's time to face each other, which is, you know, got to respect both of them for taking the chance, taking that challenge, because they know the importance, and got to respect Troy also, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be fighting this big of a fight, and if it wasn't for Javier, Troy wouldn't be in this big of a fight. So we got to respect both fighters.
You know, you've been in the ring, legendary corners back and forth. You've been countless. I could probably pull a manuscript of how many people you have to coach against. In this case,
Correct.
Brian McIntyre, last year's Trainer of the Year. What do you think about that chess matchup?
Well, those challenges are also awesome, because not only the fighters are challenging themselves, but also us as trainers, man. You know, I know Brian, you know, is hungry to get a win over me, because I think in the pros, I think we're like 3-0, and I'm 3-0 with him.
Is Maurice Hooker?
Yes, and younger guys too. I think Biggie beat one of his guys, and I'm not sure who the other one was, but I think we're like 3-0. But you know, it's just the way boxing is. You know, I know he loves that challenge too, just like I do. You know, this is the bigger one. So, you know, this is a more important one. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because the winner could fight for the world title next. So
absolutely,
it's great to share the ring with our Trainer of the Year. You know, we get along well. You know, Terence Crawford is my favorite fighter right now. You know, he's an awesome person, not only as a fighter but as a person too. You know, shows me nothing but respect. So, you know, nothing personal. We just got to do our job.
Now, looking at the middleweight landscape, who do you feel is the best? Is it Carlos? Is it Janibek?
Janibek's been doing really good. Carlos didn't have his best performance in his last fight, last weekend, but Carlos he's got tremendous power. I really don't know what happened, because he didn't really show it in his last fight, but he's a real deal. But I think Janibek right now might be a little bit, you know, over, you know, on top of that. I think Janibek is probably more of a complete fighter right now at this point. So I probably pick Janibek.
You used to train Adamas as well
back
in the day.
Oh man, strong fighter, yeah.
Now, last week when Carlos fought on the undercard of Gervonta versus Frank Martin, what was your thoughts on that performance?
That's what I said. You know, it wasn't his best performance. I really don't know. You know, a lot of fighters fight with injuries. A lot of fighters fight, you know, when they got sick, maybe a week early, a week before the fight. Maybe something went wrong, something personal, family issues. People don't know that, and I don't know if that was the case with Carlos, but I know it wasn't one of his best performances, because that guy's a beast. He's got tremendous power, and I think his performance wasn't his best, you know. But he knows, you know, he's the only one that could know what happened, what went wrong. But I think he's still up there, you know. You know, he's a world champion, and that nothing could take away from him.
What do you think about Gervonta's performance against Frank Martin?
He was great, man. He's an unbelievable guy, man. I think Tank at this point, he's unbeatable at the lightweight division against any of the world champions. I think he's the top guy right now at that division. He had a great performance. You know, he has his timing, his power, accuracy. Everything's great, man. He's a perfect fighter right now.
Do you think Lomachenko has a competitive chance against that version of Tank?
I think 5-6 years ago it would have been a different story. I would have picked Lomachenko, but because Tank would have been a lot younger too. But now at this point, just the power, the hunger that Tank has, I think I have to pick Tank.